What's going on, Wayne?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Are we good to get this rolling here?
Yeah, man.
Well, everybody listening, this is Chandler Sorrells with The Ring, the Cage, and the Stage, and today we have none other than the man of the road, Wayne Hancock. Wayne, I know you played Nashville last night, and you said it was a pretty good crowd turnout.
Yeah, it was a good crowd there.
Yeah, didn't happen to run into old Shelton, did you?
No, I never see Sheldon, man. I know he's somewhere around here somewhere, but
I think he moved out to Jolton, but haven't really heard much from him in the last 4 years. Nobody has.
yeah, I think I got a friend that does my my Facebook. I don't even my Facebook page because I don't go online. I never go online. I'm like totally anti-computer. But he said that he thought he just wanted to go back to being Sheldon,
Right, just kind of have a private life for a while.
Yeah, didn't want to be Hank III anymore, and man, it's quite stressful when you're on the road, and especially if you're dealing with big record companies. Big record companies they're very controlling.
Right, and he used to tour all the time.
Yeah, I mean it's it's not for everybody, man.
I got you.
Tough out here.
Right.
I mean, it ain't any tougher than working. I don't even look at it. It's not work to me. But you're away from your family if you have one. If you have any kind of relationship, that's always in jeopardy a lot of times.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people just don't like. Once they've been on a tour bus, they don't really like going back to being in a van.
I hear that. You cite Hank Williams, Hank Snow, Jimmy Rogers, and a few others as your influences because they were part of your parents' record collection, right?
Right.
I think I did not. Last time I saw you in Nashville, my wife and I were not married yet, but a little fun fact, her mother is married to Reverend Jimmy Snow. Are you familiar with him?
No.
That is Hank Snow's only son, his only child, and he ended up becoming a preacher. He was good friends with Elvis Presley, and he did a couple rock and roll recordings of Milk Cow Blues and one other, but I just wanted to share that with you since Hank Snow's one of your favorites. Basically, by law and by marriage, Hank Snow is now my father-in-law since my wife's mother's married to Reverend Jimmy Snow.
That's cool.
He did a famous sermon on rock and roll. I don't know if you've seen it, where he's like, the beat, the beat, the beat.
Yeah, that's on the, I got one of the rock and roll CDs I have actually has that on there. I was wondering who that was. We knew it was some preacher, but we didn't know exactly who it was that was saying that.
Well, now you know that is Hank Snow's only son doing that. Another question I wanted to ask you, what's up with that story about you had your CDs one time taken along a space shuttle mission?
Oh, that's what Daddy wants. They took or they used the song. I don't think they took the CD with it, but they used the song to wake up the astronauts.
Oh.
And stuff. Because I put the little bugle call rag. Or the bugle call on the front of the bunch. I always tell people, I borrowed that from Bugle Call Rag. Of course, just on the very front of the That's What Daddy Wants from that particular cut. Starts out with the da 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 type thing, and that's what they used to wake him up with.
I feel you.
I got a.
Do you have me on speakerphone, Mr. Hancock?
What's to do?
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to capture the recording as best I can, but I think it's going to be all right.
I mean, I can put you on regular phone, but I got a hold to my head.
Yeah, if you can, that's all right. I just don't want, like, the people to have trouble hearing me. But I didn't know if you were busy doing something. It just kind of sounded like it.
Yeah, I had the TV was on. I put it back on the regular phone now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds much better. What all instruments do you know how to play besides the guitar? And I was watching some other interviews earlier, and that unique style of rhythm strumming you have, that was from Tom Dooley.
Well, I started playing. I mean, no, I just started the first song I ever played was Tom Dooley. You know, that's what you have in your little songbooks. And I just learned how to play on my own, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you play anything else like piano, bass, anything?
I used to play piano when I was a kid, but I forgot everything I learned. I played by ear, and I played trumpet when I was younger, and I still have a trumpet in my house.
Right
I blow it every now and then, but I'm not good enough to play in front of anybody. You know, the only thing I'm really good at is playing guitar and singing. You know.
Yep, your voice is quite an instrument. But
cool.
As a music fan, what are some of the best live concerts you've been lucky to witness or enjoyed mostly in your life, just watching from the audience?
Texas Playboys. Bob Wills' old band. Of course, Bob Wills has been gone for some years, but the Texas Playboys still play. The ones that are still left alive. They always put on a great show. And of course, I've seen other bands as well. I'm a big fan of Big Sandy and the Flat Rat Boys, and a lot of, you know. And Ray Kondo put on pretty good shows. Of course, I'm mainly talking about people that I know that I would go see play. Brian Setzer, when he had his big orchestra, they were a lot of fun to see. You know.
I've never had the chance to see Brian Setzer yet, but I think he's doing a little Stray Cats reunion pretty soon, isn't he?
You know, I don't know. Your guess would be as good as mine.
Right on. You have been with Bloodshot Records for a little while now. Do you plan on staying with them for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, man. I mean, they're happy with me. I'm happy with them. They don't tell me how to make music. I don't tell them how to sell records.
Right on.
You know, I've been with them since 2001. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, another few years, and it'll be 20 years I've been with them.
Well, if they treat you well, then that's good. I know before you got going in music, you already had some experience going outside of the country because you were in the Marines and they had you over in Japan at one point. I was just curious, what are some of your favorite places to visit outside of the United States, whether if you're on tour or just for fun?
I love going to Spain, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, just about any part of Spain I love going to. Australia's fun to go play, but it's so far away, man, you know.
What do you like over there?
Pretty much just about everything. You know, the people are cool, the food's good. It's just you're over there and you're over there playing, so you have a lot of free time. You can walk around and check stuff out, you know.
Right.
But I like Italy. Went to Ireland once, and that was really enjoyable. The people in Ireland are really, really gracious, cool people. You know, I was stationed in Hawaii back in the day, you know, and played with some Hawaiian slacky bands here and there, and not like club stuff, just jamming with them, you know. Just did a luau one time, but I like. Mainly I do like staying in the States. The problem with flying on aircraft is we're not first class. We don't fly first class, man. And most places that fly bands, they're trying to save money, so often than not you wind up flying in economy. And that's fine for about the first 10 years, but it gets a bit old, you know.
I hear that.
And airplanes are not fun. Yep, I've been to Paris.
Yeah, if I could go anywhere in the world, I'd want to go there mostly to visit Jim Morrison's gravesite. Have you ever seen that?
No, I ain't never been over there. Usually when I'm there, I'm usually either going someplace or I'm on stage, you know. It's pretty much, we can't drive over there, man, so we're pretty much dependent on whoever's driving us around, you know.
I feel you. For those who do not know, how did the nickname The Train come about?
I think it was because it rhymed with my name.
Gotcha.
That's how you get nicknames, man. And later on, people kind of filled in the blanks on why they thought thought my name was the Train. You know, a lot of people either attributed it to my playing style, the way I strum, or my plan of attack on stage. You know, but the reason why I kept the name, well, actually, I didn't keep the name. The name kept me. I was somebody started calling me that years and years ago, just kind of messing with me, you know.
I got you.
And then a couple of years after I played one place, and they were calling me that, I met these people. Were from Germany, and they remembered my name, but they remember the Train. That's how I got that name. See, nicknames, you never pick your own nickname. Somebody always picks it for you, and you better hope to God it's a good one, because you're going to be stuck with it the rest of your life. Yeah.
I only have a couple of more questions for you, man. I really appreciate you giving me the time.
Well, you bet, brother. Hell, what else can you do?
I heard a story you told one time when you were riding in a car, and you and Shelton was with you, and you told the story about how y'all got in a wreck, and he got you out of going to jail. And from that, do you have any other crazy, funny stories from the road that come to mind that lines up with that?
Let's see here. Quite a few crazy ones. I remember exactly how some of them go. The one with Shelton was interesting. It wasn't that he got me out to go to jail. It was he was driving and I was rolling a joint.
Right.
And a car plowed into the side of us. I can't remember if it was on my side or his side, but it T-boned us. And I'm not thinking that he's who he is or who he's related to. I'm just thinking he's a friend of mine. And Shelton's like, well, you could go over and sit on the curb. This is my town. I know everybody, but you're an outsider, this and that and the other. And I was just thinking, well, hell, if you go to jail, I'll go with you.
Right.
That's maybe not the smartest thing, but
it's the friendly thing to do.
If you're loyal with your friends, man, you dance with them, rung you. If your friend goes down to jail, you go with them.
Right. Well, in your downtime, what other hobbies do you have besides riding your motorcycle?
Let's see. Well, let's see, hobbies. Playing music. Oh, that's not really a hobby. It's what I do for a living, right? I guess just, pretty much, that's just about it, man. I mean, when I'm not playing music, I'm either riding my bike or I'm writing songs,
Right on. You still
not much of an excitement, is it? I did one of my. I like to smoke weed, but it's not legal yet where we live.
Right.
And by the time it gets to be legal, I either will have quit for good or I'll be dead by then.
Are you still close to Austin, Texas? I saw when I was calling you. It said Marble Falls, and my grandfather used to live out there.
Yeah, actually, I live in North Texas now. I live just a little south of the Texas state, Oklahoma state line.
Oh, I got you.
I live way up north. I used to live in Austin, but man, Austin got real big and real big city-like, and I'm more of a small town guy,
Right.
Plus, we're down here in the low end of the pay scale, so to speak, in the music world. So you got to kind of go live where you can afford to live,
Are you pretty familiar with Kingsland and Horseshoe Bay area?
Yeah, I used to live out there too.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I used to visit my grandfather out there. Wayne, this is the last question I have for you, and once again, it's been an honor to interview you. I will send you the link to it when it's up on YouTube. I just got to ask, you're on tour right now in the United States. What is next for Wayne Hancock? What have you been working on? Have you either written songs or even recorded any ideas since you've released Slingin' Rhythm?
Oh, yeah, man. I've got another notebook full of songs I've written. I've got, it's more of the same, man. It's just good jumping boogie-woogie music, good swing, Actually, talking to Del Watson about maybe doing an album with him for the next album.
Oh, that'd be
just
cool.
like a split, maybe put something out on vinyl. Everybody is like going to Nobody does CDs anymore. It's just kind of weird,
People like release things like 1 to 3 songs at a time.
Yeah, and you put out a record, man. I like something that I can actually hold in my hand, like a vinyl or something.
Me too, the physical product, and just you can look at the inner sleeve and read all the liner notes and whatnot. I've always liked that too.
Yeah, because I don't, like I said, I'm not anti-technology. I like my world,
I feel what you're used to.
And getting into the whole computer thing is sort of it's kind of foreign to me, man. So I like getting albums out there. I tell people, I can't sign your computer.
Right.
I can't sign what's on your phone. You buy an album from me, if you buy an album from me, I can sign that. Everybody in the band can sign it for all the albums.
Do you text message?
Yeah, occasionally, man. It's kind of hard to see I got an old-fashioned flip. I say old-fashioned. I got an old flip phone that I use, so my screen's really tiny on my phone.
But you can get a picture if someone sends you a picture. You're able to look at it, right?
Yeah, right. I can.
Because after we got off the phone, I was going to send you 2 pictures that I took with you. I want you to, I think you'll remember me when I send you this one of us in your van last time we were at the Exit Inn. I'm not going to say what we were doing, but I'll try to spark memory. My wife was the one taking the picture, and you and me are giving the double middle fingers, and we look like we were having a good time, to say the least.
Yeah, we probably were having a good time, man.
Right. So what you're saying is, since Slinging Rhythm, you have a notebook full of ideas, but you haven't gotten to the studio yet?
Yeah, we haven't got to the studio yet. I only got to be in the studio for about a day and a half to put a good record out,
Oh, I got you. You don't have to do that many takes, do you?
No, we just do it. Usually we'll do 1 or maybe 1 to 3 takes of every song, and usually get it right with the 3rd take.
I got you.
Any time more spent, just to me, man. I mean, obviously everybody does their recordings different, but I figured out a way where I can do mine live and spend less money, and the less time you're in the studio, that leaves you more time to be on the road,
I got you. Well, Wayne, that is all I have today, man. I thanked you a bunch of times, but I'm going to thank you again. And for everybody listening, once again, this is The Ring, The Cage, and The Stage. And today we had none other than Wayne the Train Hancock. And thank you very much, Wayne.
Hey, and one of these days I'll tell you some stories about some stuff we've done. I'm just don't want to incriminate myself on anything. We've done some pretty crazy stuff over the years,
Well, you got my number, man, and I will text you the link to when the video's up on YouTube, and just let me know if there's anything you might want changed, or let me know if it's good.
I'm sure it will be, brother. I don't imagine you'd do me wrong.
No.
Well, man, you stay warm up there, and we'll do the same. Well, hopefully try to stay out of the snow. And we were drove over from South Carolina the other day, and I guess they don't have very much good snow moving equipment up there, I'm guessing.
Right. I feel you.
Well,
thanks for everything, man. Once again, my favorite song is The Railroad Blues. So maybe you can play that for me on your next stop.
Well, we'll do it, brother. We'll do it.
All right, Wayne. I'll be in touch.
Y'all be easy.
All right.
Oh, and Merry Christmas to y'all, man.
Merry Christmas to you too, Wayne.
Sure.
All right, take it easy.